Hello, this video is about the parent checklist for making the best use of the Rocket Math Online Tutor, created in March 2024. It will cover the checklist of the first steps you should do as a parent in managing the Rocket Math Online Tutor. To get into the admin page of the Online Tutor, go to admin.rocketmath.com and bookmark it. If you forget, you can also start at the rocketmath.com homepage. In the upper right corner of the orange bar, you'll see Login Central. Click on it for the drop-down menu. Choose Online Tutor Admin. That will bring you to the login box on the star field. Enter your email address and your password and click on Login. If that password doesn't work, you can reset it to what you want it to be by clicking on Forgot Your Password. Please bookmark this site as you'll have to come back here frequently. Navigate in Admin with the rainbow-colored navigation bar on the left-hand side of your screen with tabs lettered from A to M. The first tab we want to point out is the lime green colored H tab. If you click on it, your browser will open a new window. This tab H help page is always right there at your fingertips. Dr. Don keeps it up to date with all changes. On the Help tab, Topic 2 is Getting Started. At the bottom of Topic 2, the last item H takes you to a page that gives you a link to this parent checklist. Open that link and you can work from that checklist. These are the most important things to do to get started on an effective implementation. The parent checklist for the online tutor looks like this, and it's on Google Drive, so it can have links to explanations and how-to information about each of the items on the list. We're going to go through them now, starting with the first 9 things you should do before getting started with the students. Number 1 on the checklist is to schedule Rocket Math sessions daily. This kind of learning, memorization, requires daily rehearsal to learn. Can't do it once or twice a week. It needs to be a daily routine, and that will only happen if it is scheduled. Preferably the same time each day, so it becomes a habit. If you're homeschooling, you probably already have a schedule, so just be sure to set Rocket Math to happen once or preferably twice a day. Number 2 is to know that sessions are 10 minutes in length. We want students to be anxious to play again after a short session. They can download the app onto any mobile device for free and then log in and play. We want them to be excited to play Rocket Math for the next year or 2. If you're doing Rocket Math as homework after school, 1 session a day is fine. If you're homeschooling, we recommend scheduling 2 sessions spread out to 2 different times during the day. After completing a session, they cannot play again for at least 20 minutes. Number 3 is to start your students in the correct learning track. 1st through 3rd grade should start in addition and move through subtraction, fact families, and the optional add to 20 and subtract from 20. You'll want to start 4th graders and up into learning track 7, multiplication, because it has top priority and can't be counted on fingers. Find the individual action button on the dashboard at the right-hand end of each student's row. Click on it and you can pull down to find the Change Learning Track function. Only after 3rd graders have learned the concept of multiplication can they be placed in multiplication. Number 4 is to enable daily progress reports. You find the Enable Daily Progress Report button on Tab A, Review Progress. Click on it to enable it. By default, it goes to your email, but you can change that. The Daily Progress Report comes to you in an email and tells you what each of your students has done in the last 24 hours. For each student, you see how many sessions they started, how many they completed, and which of the A to Z levels in their learning track, if any, they have passed. More later on how to use this info. Number 5 is to print out copies of the Color In Rocket chart for each student. You find this on the main rainbow navigation bar on the left side of the admin. The rocket chart is on tab J. This is how students keep track of their progress learning the facts as they work through the A to Z sequence of each learning track. This is a point of pride for them. This is so important, it's where we got our name, Rocket Math. You aren't really doing rocket math without giving students the rocket chart to color in. Number 6 is to enable learning track alerts. You find this button on tab A, Review Progress. The alerts send you an email when a student finishes a learning track. You want this alert so you can celebrate their achievement. The learning track alert email has attached to it the specific learning track certificate, like this, for what they just finished. You can then print it out, sign it, and award it to the student to post on the refrigerator or other place of honor. It's a big deal. Number 7 is to be sure that fluency promotion and auto advance are enabled for all students. These should be enabled by default, but check on the dashboard to see that they have a plus next to them, just in case. If they're not enabled, you can do that under the Individual Action button. Auto Advance moves students automatically onto the next learning track when they finish one, without you having to intervene. Fluency promotions allow students who prove they are already fluent in an operation to skip ahead from one scheduled 1-minute race to the next. There are 16 learning tracks, so let them move on to something they do need to learn. Number 8 is to assign fluency testing, 1-minute races, ahead for a specific day weekly. You find this under the Individual Action button. We recommend you assign these races recurring on the same day each week. You should assign them in the current learning track they are studying. You can choose what day of the week. These results can be viewed and exported from the Review Progress page. You can see a graph of their improvement in fluency. Number 9 is to show them the toughness certificate to help with perseverance. You'll find this on tab L in the main rainbow navigation. You share this, still unsigned, with your student. If they complain that rocket math is too hard, show them the toughness certificate. Say something like, I know this can be hard. Dr. Don knows this can be hard. Not everyone is tough enough to do this. But if you can do this without whining, then you will deserve a toughness certificate signed by Dr. Don and myself. It's not easy to earn this, but if you can keep working, you might be able to do it. Then sign and award this to your student if they can keep working without whining. Read the "For Extraordinary Perseverance" statement aloud when you award it. Number 10, before the first session, watch the basic training video. The video has a link on the parent checklist, or you can see the link in the lower right corner when the student logs into the app. It would be good if you watched along with your student so you both understand how the online tutor works. It should provide some motivation for your student, and it helps to avoid frustration if they understand the rules. Now we come to the things to do before each daily session. This is a time for celebration of success and achievement. This sets up motivation for each day. Number 11 is to see if your student has improved on their 1-minute race. You can see the last 2 races on tab A, Review Progress, if you scroll down to the individual student section. There's a score for the last 1-minute race and the next to last 1-minute race. Anyone who went up means they're getting faster at their facts and should be given some love and recognition. That's the whole point of rocket math, right? We want students to be able to remember math facts instantly. Number 12 is to award Star Effort Awards if your student has achieved that level of effort. You can see on the Review Progress tab on the mini calendar shown here the number of sessions completed in the last 14 days. Students who have completed 8 sessions can earn a 2-star award. 12 sessions can earn a 3-star award. 16 sessions a 4-star, and 20 sessions an amazing 5-star award. These really show excellent effort, and the award should be posted on the refrigerator or some place of honor. You can do this just before Rocket Math, but for a more effective award, do it at dinner time in front of the other family members. Find the Star Effort Awards under tab K in Rainbow Navigation. You can find the Star Effort Awards to print out by going to tab K in the Rainbow Navigation. Scroll down the page until you find the Star Effort Awards section and click on it to find the award your student has earned. Number 13 is to award a Learning Track certificate to your student when they have finished a whole learning track. You will get the appropriate certificate as an attachment to the Learning Track Alert email. That is, if you enabled the alert in Step 6. Print the Learning Track certificates out in color if you can, and sign them to award and post somewhere of honor. To make a bigger deal, save it for a ceremony with the whole family watching. Number 14 is to be sure to give your student time before starting their session to color in their rocket chart for the parts they have passed. You'll know which parts they should be coloring in by the daily progress report. This is the time for students to savor their success and recognize their learning. It is powerfully effective to give them the time to do this. It only takes a minute or two, but it is important. The rocket chart documents their progress, and a host of voices provide congratulations as students work through the levels.
Mission Control here, you did it.
Well, boy and howdy, you could try the universe. Our heartfelt congratulations on your remarkable accomplishment.
Forget about it. You totally took off with this set. Lord willing and the creek don't rise, you could take it into the universe.
Nope, I reckon I don't believe this. You must have some kind of smarts to put this set into the universe. I say nobody can do that. It's too difficult. Good job. Is there no limit to your learning? Ah! You got this set to take off. Congratulations. I guess you're headed for orbit next.
Hey, you passed the set. That's better than I could do, I think.
I am proud to be your teacher, and I am amazed that you took the set into the universe.
Number 15 is to ensure your astronauts' earphones are in and the sound is on. Why? Because the students need to hear our pre-teaching of facts. They need to hear the correction of errors. They need to hear the congratulations and all of the cool sound effects without annoying others in the room. Now we come to the things you should do during each daily session. Sorry to say, but this is not going to be free time for you to catch up on other work. At least for the first few sessions, you'll need to look over their shoulder and monitor them actively, and to show interest in how they are doing. If you show interest in what they are doing, they will be motivated to impress you. On the other hand, if you don't seem interested, they won't either. Number 16 is view and praise star effort screen for your students. The first thing students see after they log in is their star effort screen. It shows the number of sessions students have started and the number they've completed each day for the past 14 days. This should be an important sense of pride for them because it quantifies their effort. For each 2 sessions they complete, they earn half a star, and a whole star for each 4 sessions in the last 14 days. These match with the Star Effort Award certificates. Enthusiastically praise them when they earn more stars. If you act impressed by their effort, students will begin to show you their screens and the number of stars they have earned. Children rely on you to signal what is important and valuable. If you can get to where your students earn 4 or 5 stars regularly, they will become very fluent with their math facts and become confident about their math skills. Number 17 is monitor and look at their screen while they are working. This is important in the beginning. You want to get them in the habit of working steadily, so be sure to praise them when they are. They should be listening with earphones to the corrections and to the praise and encouragement they get from the tutor, so be sure they are listening. If they keep working, they cannot help but learn their facts, so your job is to encourage them to keep working the whole time. Once you build in that habit, you don't have to watch them so closely. Number 18 is to require your students to show you their session completed screen before logging off. This is how you know they worked for the full 10 minutes of their session. Students should show this screen to you whenever they finish their session. If not, you won't know if they worked any more than a few seconds. On the other hand, students can't work any longer than the 10-minute session until they wait 20 minutes or more and come back. Number 19 is to check the difficulty score if they complain that Rocket Math is too hard. Their difficulty score is calculated by the number of times they have to start over divided by the number of parts. We expect students to start over on average once each part, so the expected difficulty is 1.0. If a student's difficulty score is under 3.0, just use the toughness certificate to help them develop perseverance. If it's over 3.0, then check to see how to help them. Some students need to learn that using the keyboard or touching the screen is much faster than the mouse. Others may not be paying attention. If they are really struggling, it is possible to slow down the speed expectation for individual students who need it. But be careful that they are using recall and not stopping to figure out facts each time. This has been a video on how to use the parent checklist to make the best use of the Rocket Math Online Tutor. By following our suggestions, you can ensure your student will benefit and learn from the online tutor. The other parts of this series about making the best use of the online tutor are Part 2, Fluency Data from 1-Minute Races, Part 3, Understanding the Review Progress Screen, Part 4, Why is the tutor speed so fast? And Part 5, Motivating Students. You really should view them all.